Hello and welcome at Model Kit Beginner. I hope I find you all well. And today, as you can see right over here, we have a look at the 68 Chevy Chevelle SS396. Bit of a story to this one. Good friend Paul Bretland from over at ISM, he actually suggested that we do a Christmas group build. And he suggested that we take this kit because this kit should still be fairly well available, since it is not an old kit. Also, it looks like one of the old Revel monogram kits. It is not. And we all build it together. And yeah, so we get our kits and we'll certainly have a go at it. And those of you who are still not quite sure if they should get it or not, well, I do a quick inbox review. We'll have a look at it. Paul himself here, he has done a whole building series of exactly this particular kit, and I will link part 1 down there. I think it's altogether 2.5 hours, so I'll link part 1 down there in the description. But in the meantime, this is what we are looking at. And yeah, Chevelle SS396, as you can see, 121 parts, around about 20 centimeters in length. Sides are not very interesting. There at the back, there's some interesting stuff. Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. You can see more or less what it looks like. Built interior, some of the sprues, and the order number right at the bottom there if you need that. So here we go. I haven't opened this. I haven't looked at it. We will do that together down at the bench. But I think before we do that, let's have a quick look at ScaleMates, what the history is all about. So I'll see you down there. So here we are, ScaleMates, having a look at the 68 Chevelle SS396. As I said, you just saw the box. That's what it looks like. Let's say here you see the order number should you want to order one. This one we are looking at is a 2019 rebox of a 2019 kit, if I remember correctly, which it is. It says here rigid box top opener. That's not right. It is a very flimsy Revel Germany box, and it is a side opener. Here we go. Here you have the different iterations. Let's have the red one right over here. So that was the first one. It came out in 2019 as well. Yeah. Here it is. And then obviously a couple of iterations right over here. We have this one right over here. That was, I think, 2020. Yes, it was 2020. You got that one here. And then you just got one of these kits, you know, what do they call it? They call it a model set. So you go, you know, with paint and whatever, glue, whatever they have in their model sets, which is basically the same as the kit we have a look today. So very interesting. We have a quick look at that, and I suggest we go down to the bench and have a look what's in the box. See you down there. Right, and here we are with the Revel 68 Chevy Chevelle SS396. There's the box. We'll have a look what's in the box in a minute. But I thought before we do that, let's have a quick look at the instructions. And here we go. Let's do that. Here they are. Right. So these are the instructions for the Chevy Chevelle. See, basically the box art. Typical Revel tips how to build a model. All very nice. Materials you need. Then the color callouts. Revel painful color callouts are right over here. I always suggest to get them, you know, on a PC screen or on an extra piece of paper right next to you, so you don't have to flick forwards and backwards for the color callouts. Then we have the sprues, where you can check if all the sprues are in the kit. And once we have done that, it starts with the engine. We have seen that before, haven't we? Here you go. There only seems to be one option, the ESS 396, and then the frame and engine come together. Then we start with the floor pan and interior right over here. No integrated seats here, which is very, very nice. Then the side panels, very nice detailed side panels. It looks like here, we will see that when we look at the parts. Dashboard and firewall, this is right over here. Then the installation of the dashboard and firewall. And then here we have the marriage of floor pan and frame. We put the front suspension on. Not quite sure why you have to put that on afterwards, but yeah, that's what they say. Obviously you can do whatever you want. Then put the double exhaust system on, which you have to put on before you put the rear suspension in place. Then put the rear suspension on, and obviously a drive shaft, and then a couple of shock absorbers over here. Wheel construction is right over here. Seems to be they have two options. We'll see that in a minute if that's true. Install the wheels, radiator assembly right over here. Install the radiator. Then a couple of windows and other small parts which go in here. And this. Oh yeah, that's the color call out, so you can either do it red or black according to a Revel. Then we have the front grille, which we can put on, and the front bumper, air cleaner right over here. Then some rear assembly bumper parts, and the rear lights or just rear wings. Anyway, this particular part right over here, which you also have to pay either red or black, so that's part of the body. You must be aware of that, not that you have painted everything and then you forgot about some small part, which has happened to me many a time before. Rear bumper right over here. Then the exhaust tips right over here. Bonnet construction, and mirrors, or the one mirror which you get. And then it gives you a little bit the colors for the black and the colors for the red one. Here's the black one with the decal details spelled out for you right over here. And there's the red one with the red one's color call out and the decals right over there. And that's about it as far as the instructions are concerned. So I'd say let's open that stupid box of Revel in Europe and see what's in there. So here we are. Woohoo! Anything else in here? No. Right. Here we have the instruction booklet. Don't worry, I'm not going to look at it again. And the decals. This I certainly will have a look at. And then we have the plastic parts in one huge plastic bag right over here. Here we go. But let's have a look at the decals first. So you have white and black stripes. That's very nice. You have the side stripes right over here. You have the seat belts over here. And looking at this, you have some very, very nice dashboard decals, which I'm always grateful for. And obviously quite a bit of markings, engine markings over here, the caution markings, and the stamped plate with your engine number and chassis number. And then you have quite a few registration plates. Switzerland, France, Germany, Great Britain, Belgium, Netherlands, Austria, and Italy, or you can just say Chevelle right over here. Interesting, no US number plates. That's very funny. Anyway, that's what that is. Oh no, there is US number plates on this side. It's what is it? Is it a? I don't know. You see, I don't have a cooking clue. Maybe we go closer to the camera and we can find out. And read it off the screen. Come on. Anyway, these appear to be American number plates. Ohio. All right, these are Ohio number plates. So they are US number plates. I was wrong, and I apologize. Right, now, let's pop this open, shall we? Here we go. Why have they done this? Look at this. This is an interesting way of packing everything up. Anyway, let's stop this and just open up there. Here we go. And here we go. And there are plastic bags in the plastic bag. Come on, Revel. No need to produce artificial plastic here. That's really not necessary. Here we go. We just keep that out for the minute. And then we have a look at the glass, which having a look at it through the plastic bag, looks all right. I will not unpack it because I'm obviously not building it right now. So, given the fact that it is a 2019 pop, I would assume it's fine. It will be fine. Yeah. Seen having a lot worse building lately. Building some old 132 kits. They must look at that glass. This is perfect. Right, then let's have a look at the chrome. Always interesting, especially with the more modern kits. I have certain expectations, and they are disappointed, these certain expectations, because as we can see, also the chrome is pretty. The attachment points are still where they might be visible. Or maybe not, or maybe I'm wrong and it is more. I think you can probably keep quite a few of these and don't need to dechrome. Touch up and you should be fine. Well, anyway, looks good. There are the two wheels which we were talking about. Here you go. Very nice. As a spare wheel cover, I would assume. Valve covers right over here, and then obviously if we go here, I always point, and I'm not in camera, if we can here we see the grille and the bumper, front bumper and the rear bumper right over here, and these would be the mirrors. Right, so this is the chrome tree, which I will put back into the plastic bag. So just give me a second here. Here we go, done. And now we have a look at the white plastic, which all is in this plastic bag right over here, which we will open up right now. Here we go. Done. Let's pop everything out. Here we go. And then we just take it from one side. And I think I have the cameras orientated differently today. Right, we are here with the floor pan, and nothing funny here. We have also the pedal assembly. You can see it's not an automatic. Well done. Then we have tank, which is built in, and some structuring underneath, which actually looks very nice. So here we go. Pan looks very nice. Happy with that. Then here we have the frame right over here with the battery and the exhaust. There's a tiny little bit of flash here, but really nothing to write home about. Exhaust, part of the rear suspension right over here. And this is the steering column. Here we go, let's get into picture. Steering column right over here. You can see at the battery, it has nice detail. It's not bad. Then this is the interior, and let's have a look at my favorite part first. Yes, you guessed it. It is the dashboard, which looks very nice. Here we go. Looks very nice, and obviously, as we have seen, we have quite a few decals for that. We have the seats, seat assemblies, front seats, rear bench, and then maybe having a closer look at the interior sides. That's always interesting. You can see handles are all molded in. Right. Then we have this sprue, which has part of the engine, quite a few parts of the engine, actually most of the engine and part of the radiator assembly. Actually the entire radiator assembly is right over here. Firewall is over here. Front suspension, I would assume, is this one here, which is over here. And we have the engine halves together with the gearbox, some tops, engine tops, oil pan, several pipes, headers. Here we are. So this is the engine sprue, and it looks very nice, very clean. Engine looks detailed enough that you can make something out of this, and you can detail it to your heart's content. Then we have a bonnet. Let me first have a look at the underside of the bonnet. It's always interesting to see how they detail that, and that is actually very nicely detailed, so you can go to town on that one. And let's turn around. We have a console right over here. There you see it. Back part of the wheels, some other plastic parts. Here are the sun visors right over there. These are the hood hinges, steering column, and some other part which I would assume might belong to the console. Anyway, that all looks very nice. Like that a lot. Looks very clean. Very, very nice. And then we have one more bag, which is this one. We say, well, we haven't had a look at the tires yet. You know, we have a look at the tires first. Yeah, well, I haven't seen any tires yet. So where might they be? It's all a huge mystery. There they are. Here we go. And not only the tires, there are also some here we go. Some rear lights right over here, nicely molded in transparent red. So that's very cool. Then we have tire pins right over here. There you go. So this is how these tires go on. Then the tires are, and this I find quite something for a 2019 kit. Didn't expect that. Tires are on a sprue. Look at that. Well, there are red walls on one side, so you can either use the red walls or you can use them without the red walls. There is no marking on the tires, none of that. And the tread, well, let's have a look at this. Come on, here you go. Oh, it's not too bad. That's actually quite nice. Give it a bit of a sanding and you should be fine. Here we go. So, these are the tires on a sprue. Strangely enough, I must say I'm a bit perplexed by that. Why on the 2019 tires would still be on a sprue? They're also pretty hard, so don't expect them to put them over the rest of the wheel assembly by just slipping them over. You have to basically put your front and rear part of your wheel assembly together with the tires. They are very hard. Then obviously we have what we bought this for. It's a beautiful, beautiful body of the 68 Chevelle. Very nice. Feels very nice. No major sharp edges. Oh, well, I spoke too early. Obviously there will be some cleaning up to be done, and that's not a problem. That's obviously expected. The wipers are integrated. Handles are not. So that's very interesting. So wipers are integrated, handles are not integrated. Otherwise, you see the booklet right over here, and then these funny parts which I told you when we had a look at the instruction sheet to look out for, because you have to paint them together with the car. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is everything which was in the box with the Chevelle from 1968 from the fine folks over at Revel. Right, So let's go upstairs and say goodbye, have some final words. See you there. And here we are. So that was the 68 Chevy Chevelle. And all in all, I think it's a pretty neat kit. I really liked it. Has a decent amount of parts, and I think it will be a nice build. So I'm looking forward to the group build. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do mine. I think a dark green, maybe with those white stripes. I think that would look quite nice. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Can thoroughly recommend the 68 Chevy Chevelle. I think it's a nice kit. It's a relatively new kit, and you will have lots of fun building it, I'm sure. Thanks very much for popping in. Oh yeah, one more thing. Oh yeah, I said that. Check the link out in the description. I will put in ISM Paul Bretland's build report, building series of this particular kit, the right-hand roller of this kit. I'll put that link in the description of part 1, and you then surely will find all the other parts and can watch if you want to have a more detailed view and how to build this particular kit. Thanks for popping in. Hope you guys enjoyed all of this, and you have a lovely day further, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.